All right, so if you have tried everything you can and you are not able to install a VS Code, or you do not have any other code editor installed in your computer for you to write your Python codes, there is still an alternative for you. But the first thing you must ensure you do is to make sure that you have downloaded and installed Python on your computer. And if you can't remember how to know that Python is already installed, you open your command prompt. I'm going to close this down. So you click on this start window, you type CMD, you click on command prompts, and you type Python space dash dash version, you press enter. All right, so if once you do that and you see Python with a version, it may be different from mine, no problem. But once you see Python with followed by version of the Python, it means you have Python already installed. So let's proceed to the alternative, the default text editor that you can use to write your Python programs. So you come back here, click and type Notepad. Notepad, give it a click. Now I'm going to make this to be big so that you'll be able to see what I am typing. Change it to 20, and that's good. All right, so Notepad is an inbuilt text editor that is available on all Windows operating system. And why this is not popularly used is because it lacks features for programming. It lacks a lot of features, and the interface is not also appealing to the eyes, but you can still use it to type. So here we have opened a text editor, and we can start creating a variable. Remember, you must have to create a folder on the desktop where you need to store all your codes. So the first thing is I want to create a variable that would store my name. So this I'm going to call it first name space assignment operator space open quotes. Oh, let me call it software. All right. Now on the next line, last name space assignment operator space open quotes mark, sorry, close the quote. Next, I'm going to create age variable. I'm going to put 40. I'm going to put my weight. I'm going to give it 50.6. And the last one I'm going to put is male. Yeah, I'm a male, so I'm going to put it to true. Okay, so like this, we have created our variables. All right, so I'm going to print out the first one. Print open brackets first name, I close the bracket. How do we run this code? That's another alternative that we're going to look for. So I'm going to first save it. Click on file. For you to save it, you click on file, click on save as. Now click on desktop. You look for desktop just as we did while we're using our VS Code. If you can't find desktop up here, you scroll down, click on desktop, and you search for the folder that we created on our desktop. So I'm going to look for variable in Python. Okay, here it is. I'll click on it, click on open. Now I'm going to call this my variable dot py. Remember to add the extension .py to tell our computer and our text editor that this is a Python code. All right. Why I added my is because I've already created variable.py. So I don't want to override or replace our first code with what I'm writing now. So once you have typed this, click on save. Now our code has been saved. And for you to be sure, you come back to your desktop, you open this folder, you see here that this is the first one we wrote in our VS Code, and this is the one I just saved, my variable. So for us to run this program, I'm going to once again, let me close this. I'm going to click on the start button again, type CMD, click on command prompts. Now here you can see the location, the file location or the folder location of the computer. So this started from the C drive, which is our local disk. It navigated to the users directory and to the Lenovo directory, which is the computer name. So from this Lenovo directory, I'm going to navigate to the desktop. What I want to achieve here is I want to open the folder, this folder that we created here. I want to open it in the command prompt. Then from there, we can run our code. Now, for us to do that, I'm going to, sorry for that, I'm going to write cd space desktop. Sorry. Then I press enter. Now you can see that I have moved from Lenovo to desktop. All right. So inside this desktop, we have our folder. You need to check the name of the folder again. This is variable in Python. So you need to type it exactly the way it is. So I'm going to CD again. The CD that I typed here stands for change directory. So I'm going to CD again, CD variable in Python. Enter. So you see that right now I've moved from desktop and I'm now into variable in Python folder or directory. Now, for me to run the code that we've just written, I'm going to check the file name again. This is my variable. I don't want to run this variable. It's my variable that I want to run because that's the one that we typed the Notepad text editor. So I'm going to type, because it is Python language, I'm going to type Python space. Then I'm going to type the file name, my variable .py. I press enter. Now you can see that what is showing here is Asogwa. Why is it showing so? So let me make this small. So you can see that the first name variable that we created has a data of Asogwa. And what I printed here is the first name. So right here, you can see Asogwa here, which means it is working. All right. So if you are not able to download and install text editor, you can as well use your notepad and write your Python code and follow the steps that I've just showed you to run the code. To be sure that it's working, I'm going to print out more data. Print last name and print again, age, then print again, weight, then print again and print everything is male. Okay, then click on file, click on save, not save as again because we said it already. Click on file, click on save, or use Ctrl S. Then I would minimize this, come back to my command prompt, and I'll type Python space my variable dot py. Okay, and here you can see that all our variable is showing. This, sorry, I want to show you. Okay, nice one. So here we have first name Asoba here, last name Mark, age 40, weight 50.6 is male, true, and here we can see true. So that is an alternative if you're unable to run or if you're unable to install VS Code, especially if you're using Windows 7 and you're having difficulties installing it. So you can try this method and you'll still enjoy that you have created your first Python program. Congratulations for sticking with us to this level and look forward for more classes. Thank you.